Well, a happy St. Patrick's Day to you folks, and today I'm reviewing a Smithwick's Red Ale from Guinness in Ireland. Let's get a pour on.
What about you there, Sandy? I don't know what to say about this St. Patrick's Day, to be honest with you. It's not something we're big on in Ireland, you know. But, you know, I wish you the best on St. Patrick's Day, so I do. And have a good time, and have a Guinness for me.
Yes, let's get a pour on, 'cause it's St. Patrick's Day. I got the old Guinness shirt on. I'm feeling very green. And thanks for Travis. He actually picked this up for me from the Guinness factory in Dublin, Ireland itself. So cheers, Travis, for that. And you know, I'm gonna do a pour. I'm trying to save the bottle cap for my collection, and you know, I don't have much on the brewery itself today, but I'm gonna talk about St. Patrick's Day in general, and what it means to me, and maybe what it means to you if you want to comment. But I do have my Guinness glass right here, my little stubby fucker kind of glass. It's got the classic shit on it, classic shite, you know, but it's good shite. Now I did chill my beer, so it might be a little bit frozen, but it's actually classified as an Irish red ale, if you're interested. And it is 4.5%, so it's not really strong. I have had this before, but I've not reviewed it, so we shall see how it goes, you know. Looks a bit fizzy, doesn't it? Maybe I haven't poured it too well. Now, we are heading out to some friends for some Irish beers this evening and celebrate St. Patrick's Day with them. So I will be partaking in the black stuff, so don't worry about that, folks. Just snuff the bloody foam of it. Have a sniff, get your face in it like Julian Richards. Bloody hell. Get your face in it. Sorry about that. I should have a taste before I delve into the St. Patrick's itself. I love it. It just reminds me of home. It's a good beer, good easy drinking beer. That nice maltiness to it, I would say. Like I say, it's not strong. I'm sorry you can't really see the colour of it. It is kind of that reddish tinge, but it's, you know, it's not red, but it's just a good beer. Obviously it's not like Guinness, it's kind of a bit thicker and stouty, like, you know. It's more like a lager, kind of an easy drinking lager, I would say. But yeah, I've not been anywhere this year for St. Patty's Day, but you know, we're doing this thing tonight, so that's fine. But you know, sometimes I like to go down to one of the local pubs and have a pint of Guinness, you know. But then again, I do that all the time anyway, because I do like a Guinness, like the governor. You know what? I do miss, you know, I'm doing these reviews, but I actually do miss me and the governor doing these little St. Patrick's Day reviews, because you probably know, if you've been a long time fan, we used to do a regular St. Patrick's Day review. So we'd be down the Western Vaults, chalk it up, having a pint of Guinness or a pint of Magners or a pint of Murphy's or whatever, you know. It would be an Irish pint. The darts would be in the background, and we'd just have a good old pint together, you know. It's something I miss since the governor left these little reviews, but you know, maybe I can persuade him to come back for another one next year, so watch this space. Maybe you could, even if it's just for St. Patrick's Day, you know, just do a little something. Be nice, but that's what I'm aiming for. I kind of feel lonely doing St. Patrick's Day on my own. It's like, when you think of St. Patrick's Day, it's a communal thing, you know. It's encompassing. You've got your friends around you, maybe your family perhaps, but for me it was always like me and the governor. Have a sap, but I'm going to talk to you a bit about my favourite St. Patrick's Day. It's good. That is, yeah, smooth. It's pretty smooth as well. I got to say about the Smithwicks, it is a smooth red ale. It's just a good, easy drink, you know. I will briefly talk a bit about Smithwicks, but just kind of going back to my favourite St. Patrick's Day. Look, I've had plenty of St. Patrick's Day, quite a lot with the governor, quite a lot over here with folks, and one very, probably a second favourite would be me and my Uncle David, my late great Uncle David, going down to a pub and getting pissed on Guinness, then going to Sainsbury's looking for beers for my father-in-law, just picking non-alcoholic beers from Sainsbury's because we were so pissed on Guinness. But that's one of my favourites. My absolute favourite was my very good friend, the Darch, John Darch, and obviously the governor and a bunch of others. I don't know if my brother was there, Bumble, but Sarah was. And we had a wonderful St. Patrick's Day at the pub, getting pissed as shite, and we found a mattress down the street. So we proceeded to have a good old wrestling match to end the evening off, and on this old mattress that somebody dumped. But it was it's fucking great, man. That's the best St. Patrick's Day I've ever had. And I've had quite a few. So that's probably my two top. My Uncle David, going down the pub. Early morning breakfast Guinness. And obviously the top is with the governor and John Darch. The Darch. There you go. But anyway, this brewery itself, as I say, it's a red ale. It's 4.5%. So it's pretty light, really. And it tastes that way. Smithwick's Brewery was founded in Kilkenny, actually, in 1710 by John Smithwick himself, and it was run by the Smithwick family until 1965, and then it was bought out by Guinness. So that's basic history of Smithwick, you know. That's the brewery, and it was bought out. I didn't look up other beers that they do, but I think it's probably an encompassing in Guinness. So have a look at Guinness, you know, see what you can find there, and you'll find everything that's related to Smithwick. So there you go. It's a very old brewery, isn't it? 1710. I think it's possibly, I thought I read it was the oldest or one of the oldest in Ireland. So chalk that up, you know. He's noisy, isn't he? All right, but anyway, yeah, I do digress. I am going on about this a bit, so let's wrap this up, folks. It's a solid, good beer, and I'm enjoying drinking it out here in the sticks. You know, it's a good, easy drinking beer. You know, it'd be a good kind of like a landscaping, gardening kind of beer, you know. So I will give this a solid 8.5 for St. Patrick's Day. There you go. That's a good review. There you go, folks. I hope you all have a wonderful St. Patrick's Day, or are having one, I should say. Yeah, and I will see you for another beer soon. So let's chalk this up, and all I can say to you now is, the luck of the Irish be about you, so you do. Cheers.